Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Widiawati from the 5th semester of English Department. And in this occasion, I would like to present my linguistics proposal with the title Morphological Error Analysis in Writing Skill of Recontext at the 8th grade students of SMP N10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021. Language. English language is important to people in many parts of the world because it is international language. English is a subject that must be taught in Indonesian schools. It's taught in formal education institution from elementary school level up to university level. In learning English language, there are four skills that have to be mastered by learner. Those are listening, speaking, writing, and reading. From those skills, writing is the most difficult skill among them. Writing is the most complex one compared to the other three skills. Writing is frequently useful as preparation for some other activities. In particular, when students write sentence as a preamble to discussion activities. Writing also can be used as an integral part of a larger activity where the focus is on language practice, acting out, or speaking. Writing is used to help students perform a different kind of activity, both speaking and listening. Students need to be able to write to do these activities, but the activities don't teach students to write. Teaching writing is more than just dealing with methods of handwriting. Orthography or the spelling system, and punctuation. It's about helping students to communicate real message in appropriate manner. Error in writing from misunderstanding in constructing the component of language. Text errors arise from ignorance and misapplication of the lexicogrammatical rules of the language. He also says that will be appropriately to be counted for lexica and grammatical systems separately. Grammar exists in every language, including English. In the study, the researcher only took some problems to be analyzed later. The limitation of the problem is the study in focus in morphological errors analysis of students' writing, especially in writing recount. Furthermore, the researcher is also interested in analyzing the causes of the students' morphological errors in writing recontext. The formulation problems of this research as a follow. First, what are the dominant types of morphological errors in writing recontext made by 8th grade of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021? The second, what are the causes of morphological errors in writing recontext made by 8th grade students of SMP and 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 or 2021? And the last is, what are the solutions to solve the morphological errors in writing recontext made by 8th grade students of SMP and 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021? And the objectives of this study are as follow. First, to find out the dominant types of morphological errors in writing recontext made by 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021. The second is to describe the causes of morphological error in writing recontext made by 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021. And the last is to describe the solution to solve the morphological error in writing recontext made by 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021. And in this phrasal, there are definition of key terms. In this research, there are some key terms are follow. The first is morphology. Morphology is a mental system involved in word formation or to the branch of linguistics that deals with words, their internal structures, their internal structure and how they are formed. And the second is error analysis. Error analysis is a fact that learners do make errors and the errors can be observed, analyzed, and classified to reveal something within the learners. And the third is writing skill. Writing skill is a process of expressing the idea into a written form, and it needs specialized skills that not every student can develop it naturally. And last is recount text. Recount text is a text which tells about events happening in the past in the sequence of time. And now I would explain about chapter 2, review of related literature. The first is natural of morphology. Morphology is the study of morphemes, which are the smallest significant units of grammar. Morpheme is different from lexeme. According to Iris Klov, morphemes are structure units and lexemes are communicative units. Morphemes are built of phonemes and they are used to build word lexemes. Lexemes take an immediate part in shaping the thoughts in building sentence. Lexeme may consist of one morpheme. For example, the lexeme tree consists of one morpheme while the lexeme ungentlemanly consists of four morphemes: ungentleman, and ly. The types of morpheme. State the morphemes consist of lexical, grammatical morpheme, free morpheme, bone morpheme, inflectional, and derivational morphemes. And the first is lexical and grammatical morpheme. Lexical morphemes are those that having meaning by themselves, or more accurately, they have sense. Grammatical morphemes specify relationships between other morphemes, but the distinction is all that all define it. And the second is free and bond morpheme. Free morphemes are those that can stand alone as a word. They may be lexical morphemes or grammatical morphemes. Bond morphemes can occur only in combination. They are part of word. They may be lexical morphemes such as clude, as in include, exclude, or preclude, or they may be grammatical such as plu, in plural, as in boys, girls, and cats. And the third is inflectional and derivational morphemes. Inflectional morphemes are morphemes to indicate grammatical function, or they are never change the syntactic category. And the derivational morphemes are morphemes used to make new words but necessarily in a change in a syntactic category. The distinction within the set of morphemes, those are both bound and grammatical. Bound grammatical morphemes are those that don't have commonly known as affixes. They can be further divided into inflectional affixes and derivational affixes. According to Zapata 2007, there are two morphemes. They are free morpheme and bound morphemes. Free morphemes or independent morphemes are those morphemes which can occur alone as words and have a meaning or fulfill a grammatical function. For the example, man, run, and there are two types of free morpheme. The first is lexical morphemes and functional or grammatical morphemes. And the second is bound or dependent morphemes. Bound morphemes are those morphemes which never occur alone as words but as parts of words. They must be attached to another morphemes, or usually a free morpheme, in order to have a distinct meaning. For example, er in worker ER in Teller, S in works, and re as in reaper. The nature of morphological error. Morphological error is a part of grammatical errors. It's a failure to follow the norm of rules of word classes. There are four the type of morphological error. The first is non-morphology errors. In the non-morphology errors, there are two. There, first is plural. It's one of the morphology errors. It happens redundancy when preceded by numerals and other quantifiers. For the example, book, sick book, we can write in sick books. And the second is misselection. It is a use of the wrong form of a structure of morpheme. And the second is fourth morphology errors. In the fourth morphology error, there are three types. They are the third person singular or suffix, past tense, ed, and progressive ing. And the third is adverb morphology error. Adverb may express circumstance that attend an activity or state or point out characteristic features of an action or quality. And the last is adjective morphology error. There are two types. They are past tense and progressive. Now is the nature of writing. According to Barney, 19 and 1997, writing is the act of forming symbols, letters, or combination of letters, which relate to the sound when we speak, making marks on a flat surface of some kinds, arranged according to certain conventions to form words and words arranged to form sentence. The type of writing, there are 10 points as follow. The first is writing to understand experience, writing to the second is writing to report information, the third is writing to explain something, the fourth is writing to evaluate something, the fifth is writing to analyze image, and writing to analyze text, writing to persuade others, writing to inspire others, writing to amuse others, and the last is writing to experiment with form. And the types of that all the purpose of writing, sorry, not the types of writing. And now is types of writing. There are first personal writing. Personal writing is writing for oneself and includes various kinds of aid, memorize, and well as diaries and journals. And the second is study writing. Study writing is also for oneself and may never be shown to others. The students make notes while reading, take notes in lectures, and make summaries for exam revision. And the third is public writing. Public writing is writing as a member of the general public to organization or instruction, so that are certain conventions to keep to the writing. And the fourth is creative writing. Creative writing can include poems, stories, rhymes, drama, poems, stories, rhymes, drama, all types of writing which again are mainly for oneself but which may be shared with others. And the fifth is social writing. Social writing is a category which includes all the writing that establishes and maintains social relationship with family and friends. Social writing is used for people who want to send a message in order to establish or maintain communication with other people. And the last is institutional writing. Institutional writing really relates to professional roles and is needed by business executives, teachers, engineers, and students in this and other fields. Text genre state there are five main types of writing. There are They are expository, descriptive, narrative, persuasive, and creative writing. The first is expository, is when the author intends to inform, explain, describe, or define the student to the reader. This is the most common type of writing that we will find in textbook and online. And the second is descriptive. Explain things in great detail by using a lot of great visual words to help you see the person, place, or thing we are writing about. And the third is narrative. Narrative is very common novels, poetry, and biographies. The narrative writing guided focuses on biographical, fictional, and personal writing. And the last is persuasive. This type on the opinion of the writer or issue that writer is writing for. The persuasive writing guide focuses on writing opinion essays, problem solution essays, and pro-con essays. And now I will discuss about the nature of recount text. Recount text is a text which tells about events happening in the past in a sequence of time. The purpose of the text is to tell the audience about what happened in the past and when it happened. Recount text function are to inform and to tell stories of past events. In our life, it is a common thing to tell a story to someone, both in spoken and written forms. The structure of recount text. They are orientation, the opening of the text, the introduction of the topic of the text. It gives background information about who, what, where, and when. The second is event. It is usually told in a series of paragraphs which retell the events in the order of sequence when they happen. And the last is reorientation. It's a function as the closing statement. It is a paragraph which contains a personal comment of the writer. The types of recount text. Recount text is classified into 5 types. Those are personal recount, factual recount, imaginative recount, procedural recount, and biographical recount. This can be explained as follows. The first is personal recount, is retelling even that the writer was personally involved in, for instance, personal experience, personal letter, diary, entries, and postcard. The second is factual recount. Factual recount is concerned with recalling even accurately. The language used is precise, factual, and detailed in order to readers to gain the complete picture of the event. The third is imaginative recount. Imaginative recount entertains the readers by retelling the event of imagi- imaginary world such as fiction. And the fourth is procedural recount. Procedural recount tells the readers a set of steps taken in completing a task of procedure. And the last is biographical recount. Biographical recount tells the story of a person's life by using a third-person narrator. The language features of recount text. There are four. First, the use of proper nouns, the use of past tense, and the third, it's organized in a chronological order using time connectors that signal the order of sequence or event. For example, then, next, after, meanwhile. They functions as connectors. And the last is the use of adjectives and adverbs for detail. And now is chapter 3, research method. This research is a descriptive qualitative research. The researcher concluded that descriptive qualitative research was a research that emphasized on the describing and analyzing the data by telling and interpreting them. This research discussed about morphological error analysis of students in writing context that describes about the morphological error and the cause of error. Setting of the research would give explanation about the setting of place and setting of time. The place of the research was conducted in SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung, which is location in Jalan Panglima Polim number 5, Segala Tanjung Karang Barat, Bandar Lampung City. This subject of this research is the 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung. And the time of the research was conducted on the fourth semester of the 8th grade in academic year of 2020 and 2021. In this research, the research subject are English teacher and students of 8B of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in academic year 2020 and 2021, which the documents are taken. The class consists of 2 students of female and 17 students of male. And the data of this research are students' worksheet in the form of text paragraph in recount text, written by 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung in the academic year 2020 and 2021 to be analyzed its morphological error in description form. The source of the data of this research are from document and interview. The document is students' worksheet in the form of paragraph that is recount text written by 8th grade students of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung. The students' worksheet taken from Mrs. Anggun Septiani SPD as English teacher of 8th grade students. These documents are tasks from Mrs. Anggun after she explained the material about recount text, which use as score for student weekly score. And the research instrument in this study were the research herself. And now is technique of collecting data. In this research, data collecting techniques consist of document and interview. Document analysis. I use students' worksheet in writing recount text. The document is taken from the teacher task for the students to make a paragraph of recount text. And the interview. In this research, I interviewed the English teacher of SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung. The interview was taken with Mrs. Anggun Septiani SPD as English teacher in SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung. And the interview was conducted on September 2020 in SMPN 10 Bandar Lampung. The interview is concerning with the solution and the causes of morphological error students in writing recount text. In the technique of analyzing data of errors, the procedure are identifying errors, explaining the errors, and describing the errors. I think that's all from me, and last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.